spread it around. Spread it around, do spread it around. You felt joy in your days, even though you've had your share of pain. But just hoarding all that joy again, spread it around. Spread it around. Spread it around, do spread it around. Has your belly ever been full? And have you fed your family too? Does your table have just a little more room? Spread it around. Spread it around. Spread it around, do spread it around. Your blanket's soft and warm. Does the roof above your head keep out the storm? Can you save someone else from being cold? Spread it around. Spread it around. Spread it around, do spread it around. It's true about love. It'll die if it's covered up. It's got to be all given away, so we can all feel the heat of its rays. Remember what it's like when all of the world is filled with light. How do you have that in your sight? Spread it around. Spread it around. Spread it around, do spread it around. So much. It's an honor to be here tonight. Thank you for having me. I usually don't do this. I've written down some songs that I kind of wanted to play. I usually just kind of wing it, but probably shouldn't have done that. It worked before, and now it feels like it doesn't work. So. Anyway, I'm going to play the sad songs first because that's the tuning I'm in. So you have this to look forward to, that things will get more upbeat as my set progresses. You see all these old ladies coming in here to buy the cheap wine. They ain't no better than these bums coming in here to buy the cheap wine. I'm leaning against the counter on a gloomy day. Snowfall, clear the sidewalks and the entryway for all the old folks. And the bums and the hustlers and the rude kids. I can't stand this of them. I wish I could sell this place. I wish I could buy a boat and sail away. You see all these old ladies coming in here to buy the cheap wine. They ain't no better, they ain't no better than these bums coming in here to buy the cheap wine. I know I ain't got it so bad, I can go home at night. Sometimes I'll quit drinking when I wanna. There ain't nobody here to bother me. There ain't no one here to bother me. I'll keep this store open past curfew some nights so I don't have to go home. You see all these old ladies coming in here to buy the cheap wine. They ain't no better, they ain't no better than these bums coming in here to buy the cheap wine. I never meant to do anything wrong or do any harm, but I framed that kid, and he wasn't so bright, and he wasn't so bright. He was just drunk all the time. Anyway, they killed him, not me. I've got a business here to run. I've got property here. He had nothing. These old ladies coming in here to buy the cheap wine. They ain't no better, they ain't no better than these bums coming in here to buy the cheap wine. I'm better than all this, and that crazy derelict, he can go to hell. I'm better than this, I make my own way. Sometimes open the store an hour before daybreak and put all the labels facing out. I'm so tired of the labels. Why don't they say it? It's all cheap wine. So all these old ladies coming in here to buy the cheap wine. Well, they ain't no better, they ain't no better than these bums. Against the counter on a gloomy day. Snowfall through the sidewalks and the entryway. Part of town, you know, they all made out of dirt. There ain't any street lights out here when I get up to go to work. Now the road grader comes once in a while to fill in all the holes. Leave a ridge of gravel that'll trip me as I go. There ain't any sidewalks out here, just ditches into yards. And folks get kind of upset when you walking through their lawn. I keep it on the roadway, try to move along. If they see me as they're driving, they'll always blow their horns. The houses in this part of town, you know, they all look the same in the graying of the twilight. I can't recall a single name of any of my neighbors or the faces of their kids, only the kind of cars that they drive and if their dogs are tied. Yeah, walking in these shoes isn't as easy as you'd like. Dodging all these bits that are breaking all my lights. We all have to struggle, we'll hold it as our truth. It's about as special for me as it is for you. I'm on a highway overpass now and I'm waiting for the bus that'll take me to my job in a downtown office, cleaning up the scraps of paper nonsense that the office workers throw into waste bins full of chewed gum and empty cans of Faygo. And I don't know who they are or even how they look. I only know the jokes that they have pinned up in their nook. Now here's one that likes football, and that one has a pup, and here's one who's real messy, but he never picks it up. And I clean it all up before they arrive, and I head out to my bus. Or maybe I'll stay downtown today and get a little lunch at the diner near my job if I have some extra cash. But maybe I'm too tired today and I'll go home and crash. Walking in these shoes isn't as easy as you'd like. Dodging all these bricks that are breaking all my lights. We all have to struggle, we'll hold it as our truth. It's about as special for me as it is for you. Keep all the doors shut to the other rooms in my house. I don't want to heat. No one lives here now but me. I don't take up very much space, just the front room with my bed and the kitchen and the bath. Well, I'll make a little supper and I'll watch a little TV. I usually feel too restless to grab a book and read. I eat too many chips and I drink too many beers, and the evening drains away and I fall asleep in my chair. Sometime on a weekend, I think I'll visit a friend. We'll talk about the old times, see how he has been, but it takes so much effort to explain myself again. I'll just wait and see if he visits me instead. Yeah, walking in these shoes isn't as easy as you'd like. Dodging all these bricks that are breaking all my lights. We all have to struggle, we'll hold it as our truth. It's about as special for me as it is for you. The next morning before my alarm could go off, I was fuzzy from the beer. I was too tired to get up. I tried calling into my boss, but she wouldn't answer her phone. I can't afford to lose this job, so I put some coffee on. And I pulled on the same clothes that I had on the night before. No one ever saw me anyway, it never mattered what I wore. And I locked the door behind me, and I started on my walk down my gravel street downtown to my work. Okay, now I'm in the happy tuning, so it's upbeat. It's not happier. The lyric content is basically the same. It just goes by faster. It's like speeding on a gravel road, you don't notice the bumps if you go real fast.
Dressed up fine, fine, fine. I'm gonna have me a nice new suit and a tie like I never could have afforded when I was alive. Lord, I ain't dead yet. Let me wear that suit right now. There ain't nobody gonna see how nice I look when I'm locked in a box underneath the ground. Lord, I ain't dead yet. Give me my flowers now. When I go down that funeral road, there's gonna be a big old band. And they're gonna play all my favorite songs, you know. Well, they plant me in the sand. Hear that music now. I sure can't hear it so good. I'm locked in a box underneath the ground. Lord, I ain't dead yet. Give me my flowers now. Everybody is going to have nice things to say. They're going to say, ooh, he was a good egg, wasn't he? Even if they didn't really feel that way. But I ain't dead yet. You can tell me what you think right now. Ah, you can't look me in the eye when I'm locked in a box under the ground. Lord, I ain't dead yet. Flowers now. When I go down that funeral road, Lord, there's gonna be flowers everywhere. All of my friends are gonna send them, you know, to show each other how much they really care. Yeah, but I ain't dead yet. You can send me some flowers now. Sure can't smell them so good, locked in that box underneath the ground. Lord, I ain't dead yet. Give me my flowers now. Lord, I ain't dead yet. Give me my flowers now. Lord, I ain't dead yet. Gave all of my money to the government. I don't know quite how I got spent, jaw and say, ain't that the way it is? Appreciate that. What a beautiful place to play. Take a look at their big house, bigger than they really needed. He got the dualies on his pickup when the dealer gave him a choice. Now he's lost his job on the build site, and he's struggling to feed his boys. And the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. His wife was his high school girl, and they never left this town. It booms and busts and it heaves and rusts, but they can't bear to go. Now they couldn't go if they wanted to. There ain't no work anywhere anymore. And the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. She's been serving food down at Bud's. You can't stand to see her working down there, where all the desperate men sit and drink, stare a little too long at her legs, while he sits home with the kids at night, hiding the worry on his face. And the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. And the kids are getting bigger, but they can't play outside like it used to be. And you know exactly what's lurking out there, man. You can see it on the news every night. And the village that it takes to raise our kids is afraid to come outside. And the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. Tuesday afternoons are the hardest.
have piled up quite a few of them. 20 years was not quite 3 o'clock. And time moves as fast as it ever did. There ain't nothing you can do to slow it down. Yeah, and the red cedar grows, red cedar flows, long after you're gone. It's outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you, outlasting you. Let's go over the Red Cedar. How do you know that I don't have a soul? How can you look me in the eye and tell me no? A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Tired in the hall, I've been chained out of doors. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Well, you take the bed, lift it up off the floor. Now, how do you know that I'm not as good as you are? When a soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. I need to be trained, but you know, I'm only doing what nature demands. And a soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. You have habits that define your kind, but deny me mine most all of the time. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. By the kitchen door, just to watch it rain, listen to it pour. And a soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Rain down the water that created us both, my old man's soul in this old dog's coat. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. A soul is a soul, is a soul, is a soul. Thank you, everybody, so much. I've got a couple more things I want to play for you. This is a folk festival. Those were songs I wrote. I'm going to do 2 songs that I consider to be folk songs. The first one is by Blind Lemon Jefferson, and I believe it's about drug addiction. But I don't know for sure. It's 1926 or something like that. I'm sure he couldn't walk around saying, I know a woman who's addicted to cocaine, so he came up with a creative solution. somebody tell me where my easy rider gone? Will somebody tell me where my easy rider gone? Easy ride women, they always do me wrong. Easy ride, oh, she died on the road. Easy ride, oh, she died on the road. Now I'm a poor boy here and I ain't got nowhere to go. To be burning cannonballs. And I went to the depot and I set my suitcase down. And I went to the depot and I set my suitcase down. And the blues overtaken me and the tears come rolling down. Across town, she does crocheting all the time. I got a gal across town, she's crocheting all the time. I said, Mama, you don't stop that crocheting, you're gonna lose your mind. Tell me, Mama, what's the matter now? Oh, tell me, Mama, what's the matter now? You trying to quit it, baby, but you don't know how. Tell me where my easy rider gone. Somebody tell me where my easy rider gone. Easy ride women, they always do me wrong. Easy ride women, they always do me wrong. Easy ride women, they always do me wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. It feels like that's got to do with drugs, but. And thanks again, everybody, for inviting me out. I really appreciate getting to come here and play in this beautiful place, and for an event like this, it means a lot to me. See you guys. I'm gonna sing one more song, and then I got to go to Buffalo, which is not too close from here, but it's what has to be done. Well, ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When you hear that trumpet sound, you're gonna get up out the ground. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Gone down to the river, Gabriel. Put your foot on the land and see. Well, Gabriel, don't you blow that trumpet until you hear from me. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When you hear that trumpet sound, you're gonna get up out the ground. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Down to the river Jordan, put my knees down in the sand. I will holler high Hosanna. Well, I'll make it to the promised land. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When you hear trumpet sound, you're gonna get up out the ground. Ain't no grave, well, gonna hold my body down. Now meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me in the middle of the air. Then if my wings should fail me, Lord, meet me with another pair. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave, they're gonna hold my body down. When you hear trumpet sound, you're gonna get up out the ground. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
Parr, everybody, give it up for Charlie Parr. Thank you so much. That was so great. We'll be sure to have Charlie Parr back here at the Brooklyn Folk Festival real soon. Thank you.